Hi everyone, so today I promised you that I would give you some tips and things to think of when looking at workplace mental health. So let's go. I've got 4 points for you to kind of think of as a rough kind of guide. Number one, collate your data. Okay, so identify what your pinch points are, what your specific problems are within your industry, within your actual organization. Look at your own retention, attrition, absenteeism, presenteeism, what your recruitment costs are, long and short term sick days. Look for patterns, okay, which might raise red flags, and also have an idea of how your employee engagement is. But really, what is it? A lot of people tend to go, yeah, we got great, we get 90% engagement within our surveys, da 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 da. But are your employees really being truthful and honest with you? What engagement have you got within your employees? And that tends to come down to your workplace culture and the relationship that you tend to have. So collate your data, okay? Because that is then going to be your measurables. Obviously, when you invest in anything, you need to know your return on investment. And within this area, what we're looking at, you need to draw a line in the sand, have all your data and go, right, this is where we are, accept it. Okay, no point ignoring it, because if you're investing in this and you want to have effective and efficient return on your investment, you need to have this information and accept you are where you are, and then we can move on from there. Okay, number two, what's your plan? What areas need to be addressed? So those problems we're talking about before. What are your aims? What are your goals? How are you going to get there? What is needed to get there? How and where does your workplace culture fit in? Okay. Yes, it's mental health, but when you're making a plan, like anything else, use the SMART goal model. Okay, and just go, right, we are here because we know that because of point one. Draw a line in the sand, and we want to get here. All right, and that is, we want to reduce the amount. We want to reduce attrition rates. We want to increase retention. We want to reduce recruitment costs. We want to cut down on long and short term sick days. You know, specific points and goals and aims, just like anything else. Point three, identify training requirements. So you've looked at all this stuff, you've got all this information, you've got your little plan, okay, but there's going to be some training requirements there, okay, so identify what training requirements these are. Now, obviously, I would say this, but use our three-tiered pyramid model when planning your training. It's split into 3 levels, okay, and it really helps you to focus on who needs what. And leading into that, then, identify what specific training is required and for who. So there's a lot of courses out there now for mental health. It's not just mental health first aid. There's also a lot of other stuff around personal resilience, around mindfulness, around ours, for example, which is our ambassador course, and all these kind of things link in together. All right, but how are you going to link them in together, and who needs what? So a half-day line managers course, that'll be a good one for your line managers. Every one of your employees ideally needs to know about mental health, because they should be taking responsibility for their own well-being. Really, it shouldn't all be down on you as an employer. Okay, and then how are you going to implement that training? All right, it's one thing getting the training done, and yes, people have attended, you've got your lists of who's attended, etc., but how is that then going to be physically implemented in real time within your organization? All right. Point 4, last one, what next? You've done all of this, you've got your plan, you've got your data, You know what training that you're going to invest in, because it is an investment, and you're going to do all this, and you've started doing it, etc. But then what? How is your plan going to be implemented? How is your training going to be implemented? How are you going to measure your results? And what low-level in-house actions can be taken to raise awareness of mental health within the workplace, and that gets people talking about mental health in workplace, and that gains employee engagement with your specific plans. Okay, as ever, take care of those around you, but please take care of yourselves. See you later.